Good morning, this is Eleanor Fraser. My student number is 210-216-35. Today is February 3rd, 2021. This video will demonstrate the skill of making an occupied bed for PSW course 123. It is the second assignment submission. So I'm going to begin just by making a few points. We will assume that I've already had a report from the nurse, that I've checked the care plan for use of bed rails, etc., and any issues that might be of concern for this particular resident, for example, any bed sores to be aware of or anything like that. I will be paying attention to body mechanics as well for my safety, and also following the principles of DIBS to ensure that the resident's dignity, independence, preferences, privacy, and safety are considered. And so we'll begin. I'm going to just start by entering the resident's room. Assume I've just done hand hygiene before I came in. Good morning, Tanya. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
My name is Eleanor. I'm here to change your bed this morning, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm just going to go and get my equipment,
Okay.
and then I'll be right back.
Sure.
So I am going to now provide hygiene before I begin. Get my clean linens. We have sanitized surfaces to put our clean linens on. Okay. So Tanya, the first thing I'm going to do, if you don't mind, is I'm just going to raise the bed to my hip level so that I don't strain my back while I'm doing this. Did you have good sleep last night?
Thank you.
Good. Roughly to my hip level. There we go. So Tanya, the first thing I'd like to do is just put another a bath cover on you just to protect your privacy. So make sure we can keep you nice and warm and covered while I'm doing this. Do you think you'd be able to hold this top with your hands for me? That's great. I don't want to shake the blanket and transfer any microbes. I'm just going to make sure she's nice and covered and stays warm. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll the top sheet and blanket off. I'm going to roll them to each other, away from my body. There, you still warm?
Yep.
Great. Now I'm going to dispose them in the linen basket, and I'm going to perform hand hygiene again. So Tanya, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you if you don't mind trying to roll closer to me.
Okay.
And if you grab the bed rail just for your protection, I'll make sure you're covered and stay warm.
Okay.
I'm just going to adjust the pillow and move it a little closer for you.
Okay.
Are you comfortable?
No.
Okay. So I'm just going to go to the other side, and I'm just going to pull up the sheet on the bottom. Roll it nice and tight towards her and tuck it under her shoulders, hips, and under her knees. Try and keep it small so it doesn't bother her. There we go. We assume that I am sanitizing the bed, wiping it down, everything's good. And then I'm going to grab my sheets. Bottom sheet. folded very well. Sorry. Okay, so making sure that the seams are on the inside. Tuck this one in here first. Nice and snug. And roll this in underneath the soiled sheet, making sure there's no wrinkles. You okay there?
Yep.
And I'm gonna grab my pads for protection. Oh, you too. Sorry. We wouldn't normally put anything on the floor, but okay. We're just pretending there's a bench there. Roll this up. Nice and snug, about in the middle of the bed. Okay, now I'm gonna get my top sheet. Putting that on the table, not on the floor. There's a table there. Making sure not to flail the sheets so they don't spread any germs. Keep it nice and clean for you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, we can figure out where the sheet, there's the tag. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Line it up in the center. Leave it an inch at the top. And roll this underneath the bottom sheet. Trying to keep it flat. No wrinkles. Then I'm going to tuck the bottom in. Nice and snug. Bring it up about 45 degrees. And there. And tuck the rest in. There we go. Hey Tanya, how you doing?
Good.
So I'm gonna get you to roll towards me in a minute on the count of 3. I'm just gonna warn you, there's a little lump there, but it's
Okay.
just the sheets that I've put there for you. So when you're ready, 1, 2, 3. If you wanna grab this side rail, be covered there and warm. Whoops, that leg stuck there. There we go.
Okay.
Are you okay there? Just gonna adjust your pillow. Okay, now I'm just gonna put this fine, and I'm gonna go to the other side and finish the other side, okay?
Okay.
I'm removing the rest. Trying to avoid static. Rolling it away from me and into the soiled linen, and I'm gonna do hand hiding. Okay, nearly there, Tanya. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm gonna continue with the bottom sheet. Okay, so now I'm just going to tuck the bottom in. To my corners. Actually, okay, Tanya, I'm going to get you to roll over towards me.
Okay.
Make sure you're rolling together so your body's in nice alignment. You want to hang on to the bar. Sorry. Making sure there's no wrinkles. There we go. You can lie back. I'm just going to change your pillow for you.
Okay.
Oh, my pillowcase is on the table here. I'm not holding it close to my body or under my chin. Make it nice and flat. Fold any corners. There we go. I have a nice clean pillowcase for you. Oh, thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
There we go. Now, just going to get the blanket, straighten this out for you, and tuck the bottoms in. Get your blanket. How you doing there?
Good, feels
You
nice.
still warm?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Just gonna pull this down a bit, give you some air.
Thank you.
Make sure everything's straight, so there's no wrinkles under you or on top. And then I'm going to tuck this in. And make the corners. You know what's on the menu for breakfast this morning?
Toast and cheese.
Oh, that sounds good. There we go. There, how you feeling?
Great.
Good. So I'm gonna bring you your call bell. If you need anything, you can certainly give us a call.
Great.
I hope you enjoy your breakfast.
Thank you very much.
There you go. You have a good day.
Thank you.
Now I'm gonna go on. Hand hygiene. And we're going to take our soiled linen on wheels and put it out in the hall for the housekeeping to get. Thank you. That concludes our skill of making an occupied bed.